The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie that you can watch at Christmas. Yeah? Does that make sense? And that's just the way it is, okay? I will not be taking any other counterpoints. It is a Halloween movie that you can watch at Christmas. Hello, wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I'm a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now, if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Over there. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, the special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series, where we learn how the voice works. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Okay, this is a personal hero of mine, Danny Elfman. I adore the music that Danny Elfman makes. He is possibly the most recognizable composer, especially if you're talking about things that are just slightly spooky. Obviously there's like John Williams and whatnot, but Danny Elfman has been a staple for decades and decades and decades. And the Simpsons theme tune, the man has made some iconic music. So we're going to go and listen to him doing Jack's Lament live. Jack's Lament is one of my favourite songs ever, regardless Halloween or not. I just think it's so good. So we're going to go and listen to that and see what we think. We're having a pause because people are just losing their minds for him, as would I be. We're gonna have to start again.
There are few who deny I am the best, for my talents are renowned far and wide.
I think he had to try and hear the key there. You could see he was like, oh, I had to kind of pull back, get closer to the music. Because I think the beginning notes, there are few who deny it, but he was a little bit higher than that, maybe. Either way, the noise of the crowd, like just throwing praise his way, is very touching, but it could also potentially throw you off, because that is a lot of extra noise to try and filter through.
When it comes to surprises, the moonlit night, I excel without ever even trying. With the slightest little efforts of my ghost-like charms,
I called it! So this means everything up. He can't hear the music around him. So that is a signal to his sound tech to say, I can't hear anything. Everything around me needs to go up. The facial expressions, I was like, is he trying to be spooky? But no, he was literally like locked in, trying to hear what was going on. That is very vindicating. I'm pleased, because otherwise it would have seemed like I was insulting him, and I wasn't.
see grown men give out a shriek. With a wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I'll sweep the very bravest off their feet.
Yes, all of this character coming through. He has these lovely swooping moments, wave, and it kind of goes all the way through. He holds on to every beat of the lyric. He is masterful. I really like the spread of his mouth. He kind of is almost like attacking, like chewing on some of these phrases. Oh, dynamite.
Yet year after year, it's the same routine, and I grow so weary of the sound of screams, and
Right, he's overfed the mic. You could hear that ring. He's gone, Jack! And kind of given the mic more than maybe it can handle at that point. They'll have turned the gain up. There could be that the sound tech is thinking he wants more of his own vocal, which could be true. It could be that everything is kind of pushed at his limit anyway, and it's just that the sound everywhere else is kind of soaking up some of it. But there was a little bit of feedback there. You can see he is working through this performance whilst having all these technical things going on. He is a consummate professional because he is pushing through. His pitch is great. He knows what he's doing, so the problem isn't it's not like show ending. He's just wanting to be a bit more comfortable. You can see him moving into position to get in front of his monitors, because if he goes out of them, then I'm assuming there's something technical that's going on. The texture in his voice is fantastic. There's a lot of this kind of gritty, fry, false chord stuff going on here, pushing air through like quite a relaxed sound. It is just fantastic.
I've grown so tired of the same old thing. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. There's something out there far from my home, a longing that I've never known.
There's some playful moments with fry here, so that is basically when you let your vocal folds go completely like loose and you just let the air bubble through, so but if you kind of tailor that onto the start of a phrase, you get this really nice like little lick of texture as you move in or out of things. He knows how to place them perfectly. His eyes are so intense, like I'm trying to work out if he is bothered by something or if he's in character. It could be a mix of the two. If I was his sound tech, I would be sweating bullets right now. I would be like like that scene in Airplane where he's like trying to land the plane. I would be buckets of sweat.
I'm a master of fright and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants.
All that tats, demon of light, holding on to this phrasing. He really is Jack. That character just would not be the character it was without Danny Elfman's voice. He completely breathes life into it. I'm just in awe. I love his performance.
To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. And since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations.
Here we're moving into a more classical sound. Shakespearean quotations. The larynx is dropping. We're getting a little bit more kind of oral twang. We're pushing on to some of the vibrato here. That's where his thyroid cartilage is tilting, allowing an oscillation of that pitch. He just is perfect. And it sounds so close to the original recording as well. There's some moments where he's kind of favouring a lower pitch rather than a higher pitch, but to be honest, it doesn't really change much. Like, it's still in keeping with the performance as a whole. Doesn't feel like he can't do it. It feels like he's just modifying it for funsies. Just delicious.
No man can scream like I can with the fury of my recitations, but who here would ever understand the pumpkin king, the skeleton grin?
All of this, it's the twist from a more classical sounding, like almost musical theatre-y type voice into this sinister character voice. That the pumpkin king with a skeleton grin, like all of that movement, it's so smooth as well. It seems very like swoopy, so it's like a morphing of the voice rather than like a change of gears. Perfect.
With tyrants proud, if they only understood, he'd give it all up if they only could.
And he looks a lot more comfortable now as well. So I think whatever was bothering him with the sound at the beginning has been sorted. He's now just kind of looking around, making sure he doesn't trip. There must be cables on the floor or monitors, I would imagine. Monitors are basically speakers that can be laid around the floor that give you whatever you need. So not every monitor will be giving the same thing, but there will be some that are just like general mixes or some that are a vocal mix, and he is maneuvering them, essentially, I think. Could be wrong.
Oh, there's an empty place in my bones that calls out for something unknown. For fame and praise come year after year, 'cause
the King of Halloween, Jack Pumpkinhead, Jack Skellington. Perfect. I absolutely adore Danny Elfman. This was a brilliant performance. I don't think that everything environmentally was going his way, and I think to get through it without any major problems was very, very commendable. Very, very good. Loved it. Also, this was a cover that I wanted to do for this week, but I have had a cold all week, so you're not getting it, basically. Maybe next year. I'll do it in the summer, so it's not like cold and flu season. But anyway, I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I don't know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and the likes and subs come year after year. Does nothing for Halloween fear. Didn't make very much sense, but it is what it is, and I love you, and goodbye, and mwah, 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 mwah.